Hi, in this video we will have a look on how to customize your SEO URLs in Shopware 6 and especially how to define a standard pattern for them. And for this we will head into the settings and we stay in the shop category and choose the SEO settings. Here you can see that we have three different content types for SEO URLs. This is first the product detail page, all the landing pages, and the category pages. And as you can see, the SEO URLs consist of technical variables like product.translated.name. For example, this is the translated product name for the storefront language, which is in this case craft beer, or the product.product number, which just prints out the product number of the product. By combining these variables, you can build your own SEO URL. You can see that in the preview here. And these variables are from the Twig code. So this is the programming language we use for our storefront too. If you want to see all possible variables, you can do this to the right. You can search for them or just scroll through this list. And these are the technical names for them. But if you want an overview on which technical name and which variable is which output, you can do that in the documentation, and we now have a look in it. Here in the documentation, in the article SEO settings, we can see to the right that we have the SEO URL templates, and here you can select the product detail page, the landing page, or the category page. We want to know about the variables from the product detail page, so we scroll down. And here you can see examples of article variables or all the available variables there are. For example, if you want to add the manufacturer name to our SEO URL, we can see that the manufacturer name here is product.manufacturer.name. And we could just go here and copy that and jump back to our storefront. Now, if you want to add the manufacturer name, for example, we can just go in the SEO URL pattern, add a slash, and paste our previously copied variable. Now we can see that this template is valid. So every time you enter correct variables, you can see the check mark. So you can have a check if your variables are actually correct. In the preview, you can already see that the manufacturer name is outputted here. It's John's Craft Beer. And we now have successfully customized the product detail page SEO URLs. The same goes for the landing page and the category page too. You can just search for your variables you want to add and can build your own custom SEO URLs. As we can see, we are currently modifying the templates for all sales channels, but if you want to have different sales channels and different SEO URL patterns, you can do that here by clicking the list and selecting a specific sales channel. You also have a setting to do here, and you can see that instead of setting canonical URLs directly, redirect via HTTP 301 to the current URL. What this basically does is the products have their own cryptical URLs, and what you define here as the SEO URLs are canonical URLs. So canonical URLs are the actual URLs your customers see or you can see in your browser. And if you have this setting off and change the pattern or change a custom SEO URL for a product, the product will be available on both the old and the new canonical URL. And the search engines like Google, for example, will start to crawl and to cache the new URL. So the redirection to the new URL is done by the canonical URLs. If you turn this setting on, the redirection will be directly done by HTTP 301. So this is just a technical difference, and this is a personal choice you have to make here. When you're done, make sure to save your work by hitting save on the top right, and you can see that the SEO URL templates have been saved. And now if you changed the basic template for the SEO URLs, you also want to make sure that they are applied to the storefront. To do this, we have to move to the settings and system and caches indexes. So because you changed the template for every SEO URL, you have to rebuild all the existing SEO URLs. You can do that by clicking Update Indexes right here. And depending on the amount of products you have in your shop, this may take a while. But this is done all in the background. You can see in the notification bar in the top right that the indexes are built. And if this is finished, you will get another notification. But in the meantime, you can do whatever you want in your storefront, and you can just move on. We also move on now to the product to show how we can configure a custom URL for a product. For this, we can select a product like our craft beer, and we can choose the SEO tab in the top. Here we can scroll down, select a sales channel, like our user training, for example, and we can see that our change is already applied here. We have the craft beer, we have the product number, which was the standard before, and now we also have the manufacturer name in it. So the pattern is applied, and we can now, let's say, customize the SEO URL just for this product alone. If you would save it, this product would be available under this URL now.